Yankees made a trade last night with Derek Jeter and the Marlins. Garrett Cooper and Caleb Smith are gone. In exchange, the Yanks got a pitching prospect and, more importantly, more international bonus money, meaning they have the full max of $3.5 million in bonus money that they could give Shohei Ohtani. Sweeney, I ask you, is this now more inevitable than ever that he goes to the Yanks?
I think it was still a long shot that $250,000 is going to hold up the Yankees from getting Shohei Ohtani. I think everything still kind of lines up that way. But, yes, I do believe that the Yankees are in it for this guy, and that assuming the posting system gets squared away by tonight's deadline, that the ball's at least in motion for this to happen for the Yankees. He is a prize free agent at minimal cost. He is an ace pitcher and apparently quite a slugger too, Doug, and that's really going to be the rub here as we try to figure out, is he going to be allowed to do both?
Sal, does this anger you that potentially this is inevitable?
Well, Doug, I'm glad you asked. Yes, it does. I mean, it's just a foregone conclusion that the Yankees get everybody. A 23-year-old stud who's compared to Babe Ruth, of course he's going to go to the Yankees. But I do think that it's an unfair advantage that the American League has. Forget about the Yankees, and I know why he would choose the Yankees, obviously because they're the Yankees. But the National League is at a disadvantage because they don't have the DH. And when you're playing interleague games every single day, the DH should be universal. So if he wants to go there and hit, obviously he's going to choose an American League team over a National League team, even if it's in New York. That to me angers me more than anything else in this.
Yeah, but for me, I think if you have a guy who can do both and at a very high level and is going to be an integral part of your team, I think you wear him out in the American League by having him DH every day and then pitching once every 5 days. That, to me, would really be a disadvantage for a player like Ohtani. He's so young. Yeah, everybody coming out of high school wants to do both. Everybody feels like they can do both. When you're doing it at the major league level, you find out very quickly you can't do both, and the wear and tear would be detrimental to him. I think in the National League, where you do play enough games of interleague play, that you would be able to play enough American League teams that he could DH and get his fix and be okay with hitting just enough.
What you hit on is something that pitching coaches last week told me is their big issue. One, going from a 7-day schedule to a 5-day schedule, pitching a little bit more frequently, and trying to get in those days. You know, in Japan, he would pitch every Sunday. He would DH Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Still have time to get in the bullpen and pitch again on Sunday. Little different schedule here. Trying to get Japanese pitchers used to every 5th day is hard enough. Now throw in the idea of hitting. Now throw in the idea that he's not a guy who's going to go to first base and put on the big puffy jacket. He's a real player. Are you, as a third base coach, going to send your ace pitcher racing first to third, first to home? Are you going to want him? Remember, he is a right-handed pitcher, a left-handed batter. Are you going to want that moneymaker out there for the Boston Red Sox to take aim at when he bats against them? This is an issue that pitching coaches are talking about, and I can see it being a novelty in the beginning, but in the end, you have to pick one or the other.
I almost feel like him being elite at either side of the ball would be the end of him even participating on the other side. If he's an incredibly dominant pitcher, the team's not going to want him there.
You want to keep him there.
Yeah.
Well, let's forget about what actually is going to happen. It's about him making the choice to where he wants to go based on what team is going to offer him more at-bats, right? Say he really does love it. He's going to say, I want more bats. Are you going to make me DH? Are you going to play me in the field? Whatever the case may be. I agree with both of you guys. I don't think it's realistic to think that he's going to be great at both. But if he wants to play and get at-bats, what is going to be better for him? Is it going to be a DH spot?
Here's the thing, though. If the Minnesota Twins are going to say, we'll let you do whatever you want. And the New York Yankees are saying, just come join with us. Just come on.
Yeah.
You know, no promises, but just come. What do you think's going to happen?
Yeah, but if he really wants to hit and the Yankees aren't offering him ability to hit, I don't know. I mean,
so much is yet to be seen. I mean, do we know more about his ability to pitch than hitting, or do we have an even amount of film on both? Like, do teams right now scout him evenly on both sides?
I mean, last year he was affected because of injuries and didn't start very many games. By the way, the injuries are because he was hitting and playing the field. That hurt his chances to be seen on both sides. But listen, they look at him as a guy who can throw 100, maintain high 90s during the course of a long game, and has awesome breaking pitches. He's a starting pitcher and a very good one.